Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome again to another one of our Seniors Fitness training sessions from home. Today we're going to try and work the whole body, although I have more of a focus on the legs, so it is more of a lower body session, but I'm going to try and make it a fairly brief one for you. So let's go ahead and get into the warm-up. I'd like for you to space your feet out wider than shoulders. This would be shoulder width. This is wider than shoulder width. We're going to place the palms on either side of our thighs. And we're going to start by stretching down to the right-hand side. I'm applying pressure with my hand into the thighs so that this arm acts as a brace. It acts as a buttress or a support. You don't have to go very low, just until you feel either a light stretch in the groin or until you feel like it's starting to become work to stretch that far down. And then reach down to the other side. We're going to pair this with our breath. So we're going to breathe in as we lean to one side and breathe out to rise. We're going to take another deep belly breath. That means you let your belly out when you breathe in. Good. Breathe in and out. In and out. And then once more on each side and out. In and out. Great. Keep those feet nice and wide set. I want you to keep the legs straight. Push the hip as far as you can to the left. You may feel that as a stretch in your groin. Most of you should feel it, although some of you won't feel it as a stretch. Don't be alarmed if you don't get anything out of this one. For the people who do get something out of it, it's a great, easy, valuable stretch for the groin. Now let's go ahead and shift the hips to the opposite side. I'm just pushing the hip. I'm not moving my torso. My shoulders stay where they are. I'm feeling this on the left side of the groin. So if the hip moves that way, you're going to feel it on the opposite side. Great. You can come out of that one. I'd like for you to tuck your chin into your chest. Roll your shoulders forwards. We're going to go ahead and let our spine flex. One link at a time. Going as low as we can go. You can let yourself bend a little bit in the knee. And then as soon as you hit the bottom, you're going to start making your way back up. Tuck the tailbone in, unfurl the spine, vertebra by vertebra, and then stretch the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, and then repeat once more. Tucking the chest, the chin to the chest, flexing the knees, dropping down a little lower this time, and then slowly making our way out of it. Now we're going to do a similar version, but with a nice straight spine or neutral spine. So get your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to push our bums back. That's the best way to do this. No flexion in the spine or no added flexion. Slide the hands down the knees. Try to get the butt back as far as you can. The further you push the hips back, the lower you go. You don't have to go as low as I'm going. Or if you want to go lower, you can go lower. And then we're going to press the hips forwards to rise. Look up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Stretch out the neck, and then repeat butt back. We're going to do this for 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 4. Breathe out. 3. You can use your arms like I am to help yourself up. Or if you really want the challenge, you can let those arms out to the sides or reach forwards with them too. And then the last one. And 1. Your warm-up's complete. So I'd like for you to go to a chair and we're going to do the sit down, stand up. Or if you feel like you need the additional support, just sit against a wall, butt rests against the wall and stand up so you can have a partial range of motion. We're going to spell the word that's appearing above me right now. That's initiation. Spelling it forwards for I. And then rise up. N. Rise up. I. Great. T. Oh boy, there's a lot of I's in this one. I. A. T. I. think it's the right one. There's too many eyes in here. It's messing me up. Oh, which eye am I on? And then the last one. In. Great. Now that's not the end of the leg work. Now we're going to do this staggered stance. So 1 foot forward to 1 foot close to the chair. Or put another way, if you're on the wall, 1 foot closer to the wall, 1 foot stepped away from the wall. So you can do the same technique, butt rests against the wall so you can acquire partial range of motion. We're going to start with one leg back, one leg forward. It doesn't matter which is which because we're going to do it with both of them. Spelling initiation backwards from N, O, I, T, A, I really hope I get this one right. T, I, N, and then the last one, I. Great. Okay, now we're going to switch. We might as well, just to make this one nice and simple, we're going to spell the following sequence just forwards. That's A, Y, Z, C. Try to memorize it. Here we go. A. So I've switched the organization of my feet. A. Still a staggered position, so one leg's working harder than the other. A. And please don't feel obliged to do it like I am against the chair, unless you really want to go that low and you feel that you can. Y. 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 Alright, here's the last ones. The last group of 3 at least. See if you can remember it. That's Z. 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 And then one more. Alright, C. Wonderful. Stay standing up now. You're going to grab the rubber band. It's been a few sessions since I've done this particular one. And you know it's a favorite of mine. So palms face the ceiling. Tuck your elbows in. We're going to open up our not the full wingspan, but we're going to separate the wrists and the hands from one another. So we're going to open up the wrists. We're going to count from 0 to 20 from 1. Sorry, 0. 1, 2, 3. So I'm getting you to do lots today. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your shoulders are probably feeling really tired by now. This is 12. 13. Good. I want them to be worn out. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And one more. 20. Shake those shoulders out. Do a few circles backwards. Do a few circles forwards. Swing them around and then turn the palms down. We're only going to count backwards from 10 for this one. So palms face the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's a lot of repetition. 30 external rotations of each arm to be exact. It's a great number because usually we stick to 20. I had to do a little extra today. That's because our last session was a little short on account of, one of the last sessions was short on account of Canada Day. It was just a limb rub session, so I wanted you to do extra today. Grab a bouncy ball. Today we're going to be bouncing from one hand to the next hand. And while we do that, we're going to tap, alternating left and right. There's no double, single tap. It's one tap of each foot. Just gets you coordinating a little bit more. Again, flex knees, slightly flexed hip, so you can react a little bit faster to this. We're going to count a multiple of 12, starting from, and by the way, when I throw with my right hand, I tap with my right hand. When I throw with my left foot, I tap with my left foot. So starting from 0. Take your time. 12. If you really need to try and catch with both hands, go for it. 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, counting back, 120, 108, 96, 84, 72, 60, 48, 36, 24, 12, and 0. That is it for today, everyone. Thanks a lot for following along with me. It's summertime, so I gotta keep mentioning it. Make sure you're drinking enough water and that you don't get dehydrated. It makes all the difference in the world. Until I see you again, make sure to stay active, stay healthy, and stay strong. Bye, everyone.